everyone. My name is Hui-Litiwn, and today I am going to show you how to find lawyers who offer limited scope retainer services in Ontario, Canada. So for those of you who don't know what limited scope retainer service means, there is a video on this on our channel. So please click on the I button above or go to the link in the description box below. But just sort of in a nutshell, if you are involved in a lawsuit and you want to hire a lawyer, so in the old days, you hire a lawyer to represent you. But nowadays, you can hire a lawyer not to represent you, but to actually sort of just do specific tasks for you. So for example, if you want to represent yourself, but you want someone to draft legal arguments for you, you can hire the lawyer just to do that. So I'm going to show you now the 3 places that you can look for lawyers who offer this type of service. So the first place I want to take you to is the Law Society of Ontario's Law Society Referral Service. So what this is that you can go here and you can ask the Law Society to refer a lawyer for you, and all you have to do is just fill out an online form. So I'm just going to do a quick demo here to show you how it works. Of course, that you would read the information on this page before you proceed, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of show you how this works. So you just kind of like scroll through the terms and conditions, and then you accept, and then of course you fill out your name, and then you just hit the next button, and here you get to choose whether you want a lawyer or whether you want a paralegal. So I'm just going to pick a lawyer here just for the demonstration. And then you can actually specify where you want, which geographical area that you prefer your lawyer to be in. So just for sake of simplicity, I'll just say, take the first one, Acton. And then it asks, if we can't find a match, do you want to search surrounding areas? I'll just say no for now. And are there any cities or towns that you would like us to search? And I'll just say no for now. Now, then they ask you, do you have a legal aid certificate? I'm just going to say no. Language, what language do you want to receive your service in? So there's actually quite a number of choices that you can pick here. It's awesome. But anyway, I'll just leave it for English for now. Let's see what happens. And then the other requirements. So for example, here it is. So there's actually a checkbox here for you to click limited scope retainers. So you can do that. And then you hit next. And the next step, you have to pick the category of law that your lawsuit is in. So here, let's just pick, for example, you have a matter in estate litigation. I would go under, under civil litigation. You can click on estate litigation here. And then you can just kind of continue. So you hit next. And then you can just review the summary of the request, and that's it. And you press submit. Of course, I'm not going to submit here, but yeah. So it's the process is pretty simple. And then once you've submitted, the Law Society will review it, and they're going to get back to you with a lawyer who will give you a free 30-minute consultation. The next way I want to show you is still within the Law Society of Ontario. They have something called the Lawyer and Paralegal Directory. Okay, so if you use the link that I provide in the description box below, you're going to come to this page, and this is kind of like the first page for finding information for finding a lawyer and paralegal. So here you just click here to go to the directory. And the tip here is that you should use advanced search. So under advanced search, so again, in my example, I'm looking for a lawyer. Just leave the names blank, and then you can click, say, I'm in Toronto. So I would put down Toronto here. And the languages, I'm just going to leave that for now because I don't want to narrow my search too much. And then again, here you want to check off which area of law that your lawsuit is in. Now, it's interesting here. I noticed that in this list, the estate litigation, the category is not included. but that would actually be under civil litigation. So so if you're the plaintiff, you can click this checkbox, or if you're the defendant in the lawsuit, you can click that checkbox. And then over here on the right, you see there's a checkbox for unbundling. Okay, so unbundling is the synonym for limited scope retainer service. So you click that, and then you just say find. And you'll see that that's actually 7 lawyers available who provide a limited scope retainer service in Toronto. Now, the next directory I want to show you is from a project called the National Self-Represented Litigants Project, or the NSRLP. And so their directory is actually under here under initiatives, and then you just go down and you click on National Directory. And here's a little bit of information for you about their directory, and you just hit the blue button, and it will take you directly to their directory. So this is pretty cool, because I kind of like this directory a lot, because right away, the way they display the results. So for some of these entries, for example, it will actually tell you the kind of services that are offered. So for example, for this entry, these that they offer unbundled service, fixed fee, legal service, coaching, document review, editing, research. Now, why are there only six lawyers? Actually, there are a lot more than six lawyers on this directory. So you have to go up here, and then you kind of have to open it up. So if you say show 50 entries, it will show you the rest of them, like a lot more on the page. So again, let's go back using our same example. Let's say I'm in Toronto, so I would choose Toronto here. And the type of professional looking for a lawyer, let's say, and then I will get a list of lawyers practicing in Toronto. Yeah, so again, I really like the layout of this directory, because as you go down the list, you can see right away the areas of law that they practice and the kinds of limited scope service that they offer. So for this one, for example, editing assistance, document review, and then for this one, for example, there's coaching, even like coaching for court appearances. So for example, if you have a court date coming up and you're feeling a little bit nervous about how to prepare and so on, you can contact this person, and then you can get some legal advice as to how you might prepare for your hearing. All right, so the third directory that I want to take you to now is the Ontario's Family Law Limited Scope Services Project, and it's run by Winkler Institute. And here, again, similar to the National Self-Represented Litigant Projects directory, except that here, you're only going to find family lawyers. So it's the same thing. If you are looking for a lawyer in Toronto, you leave the name blank, and you can choose an additional language if you like, and then you can choose for what kind of limited scope service you like. And this one actually has quite a number to choose from. Oh, okay. So let's just, for example, let's just try legal advice before, during, and after mediation. So let's say that you have a mediation meeting coming up, and you want to learn how to prepare for it. You can choose that option, and then here's the list of lawyers in Toronto who would be able to assist you, to give you legal advice. So one thing also to point out is that right here on this directory, you can have quick access to the lawyer's profile. So for example, let's just look at the first one. You can just click on lawyer's profile, and then you can see all like their contact information, when they were called to the bar, and and more importantly, the kind of limited scope services in family law that they provide. So just to recap, the 3 places where you can find Lawyers who offer limited scope services are the Law Society of Ontario, the National Self-Represented Litigants Project Directory, and the Ontario Family Law Limited Scope Services Project Directory. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you the next time. Bye.